All right, boys and girls, we get some more hands. I think this is a really, really, really just good way to learn. If you guys have $20 to do this for like the month, it's a good program if you want to help with MTTs. I don't know why this hand's in here. All right, let's go through these. Ace Jack off. We have an open from the cutoff, right? No. Hijack, button, 3 bets. What do you do with Ace Jack here? I think it's you don't cold call number one, right? We're not cold calling this hand. Um, Again, I'm a little more aggressive. If this was here, if he opened and this happened, I don't know if I would do the same. But since it's still like two late position opens, actually a late position open, late position 3 bet, I think this is a fine it's right on the cusp. I don't know if I would do this with ace 10 off, but ace jack off seems like a pretty good hand to do this with. And yeah, we do get called by everybody, so not optimal. But we do have an overcard and a gut shot. I don't think anybody has like pocket queens. They would have came over the top. Pocket tens, I guess, could be a possibility. Pocket sevens is in there as well. Not many flush draws, but like 8-9 is a great draw. So yeah, check, check. All right, so the queen comes. Questionable call on my part, I guess. Questionable call. No, well, he's going all in. I mean, probably most likely queen, right? What else this guy is going to go all in with? Maybe a 10. We do make our straight. And we just do this little like blocker bet to like induce. But I am also very nervous like when these boards run out like this. This straight really isn't that good. So don't. It really isn't. I know like you lose to king queen, you lose to queen 10. There's a lot of possibilities out there that to be beat. So yeah, he had pocket 10s. So it's like yeah, that's what happened. So here I squeeze because again, a late position open and a cold call. So cutoff opens about what a lot of 35% of hands, and we got a cold call from the button. I don't think it's super strong necessarily. You could call. A lot of people would call here. I get it, but ace 10 off is a much better hand heads up. You want to get like to play superior hands heads up is like the key here. And yeah, I mean you can play this out of position, ace 10 off, but again, it's your preference. But I think being aggressive definitely you can get people to fold right here and just win the pot, which is really good. Or we can go to the streets post flop and we have a pretty decent hand to do that with. So both all want to call. We throw a small bet out there on a 9-6 ace board. Not too worried about this guy doesn't have much left anyways, so like we'll see. And yeah, we just get folds. So the squeeze worked. 98 left in the tournament. I didn't even look at that. Here, this guy is shoving, and I don't know. You guys can tell me, but personally, I'm gonna go with this. I think because we have like 5-6 big blinds, and he could be shoving worse ace x just because he's in a similar situation, just a little bit more though, like 7 point whatever big blinds. So yeah, ace 9. I don't mind that shove. We do have him dominated. Doesn't have a spade, so gets us kind of back into the tournament where you have 11, 12 big blinds surviving here. So we just all right, 12 big blinds. We're just gonna min raise the kings. Please don't shove them. I guess you can sometimes if you. I mean, sometimes this kind of looks face up if you've been shoving, and then you kind of just like min raise, and people like, what the fuck, So I don't know. Do what best for you, but I usually just try to min raise these and go with them. So like ace queen, I would shove, but see, we do get action. King nine dominated him. So, pretty good. Don't love seeing a flush draw. Don't love seeing the flush draw, but we held. And okay, now we have like 22 big blinds. Pocket queens, 80 to go. Pocket queens, nice hand, pretty looking girls. All right, you guys jamming, probably ace X, pocket pairs. Yeah, ace X, ace 7. Don't love the flop, you know what I mean? But somehow, some way, we hit all straight, and we're cruising now, right? We're cruising. Now we got ace queen under the gun. Don't overvalue ace queen under the gun. I just tell you, because like I think this would maybe be a good, like, I don't know. This is like questionable. I just called because I don't think this guy is going to call. I think he's going to get out of the way because he has a decent stack. Um, and I would have shoved all in to maybe force him out. But then again, if he had like a hand and I shove here, and it's just I'm out of the tournament, so it's more strategic that I'm just calling this guy's all in and pretty much saying this guy's not going to call another 10,000 of his tournament. You know what I mean? Out of his stack. So I was right. Ace Jack, making the right fucking reads and calls is very, very important in poker. Very important. So, we're 71st. King 8 suited, got to open it up, What do we want under the gun? What do we want hands? What type of hands do we want? We want aces, kings. We want blocker hands. Suited hands are good. Even like having that 8 kind of blocks pocket 8s, which is like those medium pairs that can call you off 8s, 9s. I like king 8. I think you should open this. Don't be afraid. And to this type of shove, king 8 is just. It's like, do you want to risk half your stack here? I don't personally. I just king 8 is more of the bottom of my range. It's an open fold. So on to the next. We do have the kings. We open them up. I think we have, but just under 20 bigs. So we get jammed on over here. So this sucks. I mean, you have to. It doesn't feel good calling this because the guy's right on my left, so it's like it feels like it could be aces or whatever, and yeah, we cover him, but we have half a big blind left. It's not a great spot, like in a way that I like to do, but how can you fold kings? You know what I mean? And if the guy has aces, he has aces, so you just go with it. We're 25th in the tournament now. We got a nice chip. What do we do here? We just bet. Okay, so just bet here. Put pressure on him. The big blinds, they are so nervous right now. They're 20, trying to get to the final table. They're not going to defend their big blind correctly if they're like a low stakes player or whatever, like, non-studied like us. So just attack. Don't limp here. I wouldn't jam this hand necessarily. I mean, I guess you could technically, but I think just putting some pressure on him is fine. 16 left here, so we have a jam here. I think it's a pretty easy call here because, he's going to have to be shoving kind of wide. But this time he didn't, so he has pocket kings. And we're pretty much dead right there. And, yeah. It sucks. 16 left, so it's probably like the next hand. All right. You got to do this, right? This is a jammable hand. Don't be afraid. I get it. There's 16 left, man. This guy covers me. Like, I don't care. Like, this guy could have King Jack, King 10, King 9 suited, pocket 6s, 7s. You got to go for it, man. I don't know if he calls or not. He has king 8. We have him dominated. You know, he's got the flush draw, and flush draws are hard to hit, and we get back up there, man. So like 25 big blinds here. We have pocket 9s. Interesting spot here. Yeah, I think this is just a fold, right? I mean, what do we can't cold call. If I cold call, that's half my stack. If I jam this guy, I'm risking all my tournament life here just with pocket 9s, basically against 2 people. I don't really like that, so tough fold. Don't like to fold the 9s, you know. Maybe if this guy wasn't in the hand, this guy's just jamming it. I don't know. You know, that's different, but with 2 people in the pot, we can get rid of that. Open from the button, just, you know, I'm going to jam my tournament life here on the money bubble right here. I don't care. We have an ace, and that's the blocker effect. We're in the small blind. I'm going to be shoving a lot. This guy probably should be stealing and going after us. I mean, definitely going after the big blind because he's short stacked, and he's probably trying to get to the final table, so it's going to put pressure on him. And, you know, he can, if he shoves, he can easily fold. He's got a pretty good, you know, chip. Can't even talk. I can't even talk. So that's what we do. So now we have Jack 10 suited here. I would jam this again. Jam it. Doesn't feel great, but it is a pretty hand, and we are what, 5-handed here at the final table. So 5 people. I mean, we had like 9.6 big blinds. I mean, I guess technically we can look this one up, right? Maybe I could have called here on the button. It just would have left me with not much, and the pot would have been huge. So we basically just would have been hoping to hit like a jag or a 10 and go with it, flush draw, go with it type of thing. So calls with Jack 4 feels pretty good, right? Feels like we made the right move. We nope, get the 4 on the river, and that's poker, guys. That is poker, so do not get upset. I think we played fine. Just wanted to show you some shoves, and hope this helps. If it doesn't, sorry. Just trying to, you know, I have extra time on my hands and just trying to help out, guys. So good luck, Jungleverse. Everybody's a crusher in here.